You've probably heard of Sharknado before. I would honestly be surprised if you hadn't. But it's possible that you haven't even heard that there was a sequel, let alone a third movie. I love bad movies, and this movie is definitely bad, but it's borderline so bad that it's good. But it's meant to be bad. So is it good? I really enjoy the Sharknado movies, and I've been a fan since the first one. I know a lot of people will disagree with me and say, oh hey Darcy, it's not a real bad shark movie because they're trying to go over the top. Okay, that doesn't matter, I actually prefer it sometimes. I'm glad we all have opinions, and I'm glad that they're completely different because it makes things interesting. Sharknado 3 was released not too long ago, less than 2 weeks ago from the filming of this video, directed by Anthony C. Ferranti, which is the wrong way to say it, written by Thunder Levin, of course the person who wrote the first 2 movies, and of course, starring good old Ian Ziering and Tara Reid, coming back as their roles as the main characters. Frankie Muniz also makes an appearance in this movie, and he's a bit of a main character. He really surprised me. He was good in this, and I haven't seen him since Cody Banks. There's also another, person in this movie that I'm not going to spoil for the moment. I will talk about it later. But I was shocked, and I thought it was amazing, so I'm just going to leave it. Sharknado 3 uses the same formula as the first 2 movies. It just raises the stake, the budget, the action, and the overall comedy of everything. You already know the formula by now. There's Finn chopping things up with chainsaws, there's April cutting open sharks with a hand buzzsaw, which I still find hilarious, random celebrity cameos, and of course, cheesy jokes. A lot of shark puns. A lot of shark puns. Almost too many shark puns at this point. The direction in this movie is as good as it always has been, and it's just getting better. There are some interesting camera angles in this movie that I really liked. I won't go into detail too much, but there's a part where a shark falls down from the sky onto a water slide, and we see it slide down the water slide from the perspective of its back, which isn't anything groundbreaking, but I thought that it was an improvement over the first 2 movies. The script is hilarious and just as cheesy as the other ones, which is really nice to see. It's quite rare to see a franchise that just gets better after every movie. A lot of them just go downhill, and there's a lot of bad third installments. I mean, I'm not going to call anyone out here, am I? No. Why would I ever want to do that? All around me are familiar faces. Robocop 3, TMNT 3, Jaws 3D. Jaws 3D. I love the scene where it's like a blimp going through the bad CGI glass. Boy, do I love that movie. While Sharknado 3 only has a 4.7 out of 10 on IMDb, that is actually a better score than the first 2 movies got, so they're going up. Escalating in pretty much every way, really. This is just overall better than the first one. Where the first one is slow, this one is action-packed, and when there's not much action going on, there's action to do with random celebrity cameos, which are hilarious and just great. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there is a George R. Martin cameo, and I'm just going to say that he gets his head bitten off by a 3-headed shark. I said that I was going to mention someone else that is in this movie that is amazing, and that person is David Hasselhoff. I really hope David Hasselhoff becomes the new Danny Trejo in terms of bad movies. Whenever you see a bad movie, and you look at the cast, and you see Danny Trejo, you get excited, and you want to watch it. Well, at least I do. So I hope David Hasselhoff becomes that. He was in Kung Fury, which was amazing, and you can check out my review for, by the way. Whew. And, of course, Sharknado 3. Maybe just suggesting something here, maybe we could see a B movie, and your heads will explode with this, both featuring Danny Trejo and David Hasselhoff. What's up? gone. The Hoff plays Finn's dad. His name is Gil. Again with the shark puns. Sharknado. Again, I'm trying not to spoil anything, but they end up going into space. And Finn gets a lightsaber chainsaw. There are sharks in space. There's a good quote that I love from this movie.
How can they survive in space?
How can they survive in a tornado?
It's just what we were all thinking. Overall, the direction is good. The script is as cheesy and great as it's always been.
I can sense these storms now. The drop in temperature, the humidity, these crazy cloud formations. These sharks, they have a scent.
The special effects of Sharknado, the acting is Sharknado, and the celebrity cameos are as abundant as ever. And everything about this movie makes me excited for Sharknado 4 and 5, which, if you didn't know, were announced quite a while ago. But they also re-announced Sharknado 4 at the end of this movie with a special choice to be made, which you will have to find out what that is by watching this movie. Hopefully the sequels, well, the sequels after this, are just as good as this movie. We can only hope. I give this movie a better than the first one out of 10. I recommend this to anyone that likes bad movies or anyone that just wants to have a laugh. Did you guys watch this? What did you think? Did you think it was so bad that it was good, or did you think it was just terrible and didn't enjoy it at all? Let me know, that's what the comment section is for. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day and happy watching.